I have really been trying to be nice about this. But the only thing I can say is when I think of Don Lemon, I think of a walking contradiction. Don Lemon is a race hustler. Don Lemon is disrespectful to the people that he claimed to be a part of. And he starts a lot of trouble just so he could get paid.
And I'm just gonna walk in, see what's happening. Okay.
Frankly, I think he's one of the most embarrassing people in so-called independent journalism. I don't even see him as a journalist. I see him as a disruptor. I see him as someone who is very confused, somebody who brings great shame to the people who raised him. I usually try not to be so mean towards a person. But after he decided to disrespect a place of worship, specifically a church, I've lost all dignity in my mind to restrain myself from talking down about Don Lemon.
This is an operation that is a secret, that they invited folks out.
This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere, they don't expect us to come there, and then we disrupt business as usual.
You know what really irritates me about people like Don Lemon? Women like this really aggressive stereotype of what people think I should be as a Black woman get pedestalized by people like Don Lemon. What they are doing is committing a crime. In fact, shout out to Nate the lawyer. He talked about how there was a law put in place, and I won't go through the specifics. He's a lawyer, I am not. But there was a law literally put in place that was supposed to keep the Ku Klux Klan from doing the exact same thing to Black people. And this is what I really, truly hate about the Democratic Party. Their brand of politics is to play in the face of everyday Black people like myself so that Black people that they will never accept will feel like they are being seen or being heard. This woman who's leading this protest is so delusional in thinking that doing what the Ku Klux Klan once did is something to be proud of. And it's so pathetic. This is not the image of a Black woman. This is the image of a woman being led by an agitator. And this agitator is Don Lemon. And since I'm being mean tonight, I feel like I ought to take it all the way there. I feel like most people these days are like Don Lemon. They are gay because it benefits them. This is what I mean. If you were to take Don Lemon out of the Democratic social construct, if you will, if you take the brand of being a Democrat away from Don Lemon is more in love with white men more than anybody else. In fact, he went as far as to marry one. This is not me trying to throw shots at his family or whatever. This is literally me pointing out the hypocrisy of what this man represents. One thing that really gets under my skin for the modern day Black protesters and Black activists is that when you look closer into their personal life, you can tell that the majority of them are just, race hustling and rage baiting. And they found a way to degrade the Black community in a way that they could make money. And that's all they're doing. And for me, it's a little personal. It's a little personal for me because when you have people like Don Lemon This man is literally married to a white man, and he will go up and tell you that the white man is the worst thing that ever happened to the black community. All the while, not just bending over in front of one, but forsaking all others to a black man, not, excuse me, to a white man, not a black woman, not a black man, not even one of these, not even like an immigrant. This man is married to a white man, but because he's gay, that makes it okay. It's okay to disrespect people's right to religion if you're gay. Gay is like a get out of jail free card. And what a power move to be married to a white man on top of that. His better half. What are you going to say to a black man whose other side of his coin is a white man? And this black woman, I just get so embarrassed when I see women like her. I really do. Because all she's doing is projecting an image that cheapens what it means to be a black woman in America. She really does. And so the overt racism on top of that Don Lemon exudes is disgraceful.
But I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much.
So this is what the First Amendment is about the freedom to protest.
No, it's not. If your behaviors infringes on the rights of others, you are actually taking away a person's First Amendment right. Since Don Lemon is black, he gets to disrespect white people in this day and age in America. Since Don Lemon is gay, he gets to disrespect Christian in this day and age in America. Since Don Lemon came with a crowd, he got to ruin a place of worship for people that were not bothering him. Don Lemon is the reason why regular, everyday, normal black people like myself have to kind of shrug it off when folks see so many examples of him and the people he came with when somebody stereotypes me. It's not because we're black. It's because so many of us are just stupid.
Did they explain to you why they're here?
They did not.
They said that there is someone here in Easterwood, someone who is a member of ICE, and he's a pastor of the church.
Our church had gathered for worship, which we do every Sunday. We asked them to leave, and they obviously have not left.